Also, we have a executive committee of 7 members, and then the main objective of organizing is we have opened out for the non-Toastmasters. So main thing, the Toastmasters, there are 2 things, that is, one is the communication skills and other one is the leadership skills. So what we want is from these non-Toastmasters again to attract the new members into Toastmastering from this leadership as well as the communication skills. So that was the main objective in organizing this program for the non-Toastmasters.
And also in a contest like this, judging is one of the key areas, and if it's not done properly, the whole point of the contest is probably lost. And for that, I think you all have chosen one of the best, a distinguished Toastmaster herself. Can you just tell me what exactly the title Distinguished Toastmaster means, and also then move on to what the judging criteria of a specific contest like this is going to be?
When you are a distinguished Toastmaster, number one thing is that you have done over 50 speeches in public, and that you have also gone on the leadership track. As Mihirni said, both the communication and leadership track are involved in becoming a distinguished Toastmaster. You are supposed to have a public seminar or some kind where you have organized something for the public before you are given the distinguished title. Going on to the criteria, it's very important that a person who speaks knows exactly how to start a speech. That's the opening, and then the content, the body of the speech, the storyline, whatever you want to say, anecdotes, how they get joined in, and also the conclusion. Now, if you do not have enough time, the number one thing criteria in Toastmasters is timing. It's a 5 to 7 speech that they 7-minute speech that they need to give, and they are given a grace period of 30 seconds. Now, if they don't finish within that time, it becomes a very unfortunate thing that they get knocked off. You may have made the best speech on earth, but if you have taken 7 minutes 30.5 seconds, then you're really out. It doesn't count at all. So timing is very important, and also you need to speak for more than 4.5 minutes. You will only get an indicator of a green light to tell you that you have gone on to 5 minutes, an amber light which says it's gone on to 6 minutes, and you get another indication of a red light which is 7 minutes.
Stop.
But it doesn't say stop.
Okay.
It says 7 minutes, and if by chance you speak for more than 30 seconds, well, you're out.
Right.
So the criteria of timing is very important, and apart from that, the development of the speech, whether you are saying something which is a message to the audience or whether it's just anything, whether the delivery of the speech caught the attention of the audience, and that is important. If the audience is not interested in what you are saying, what's the point in saying anything about it? So what we have emphasized is that they give us a good speech, which also gives us some kind of a message. And I think the marketing fraternity has really picked up. I'm not from the marketing fraternity, so I'm really impressed because I'm an accountant, and I am really impressed that the marketing fraternity has come out with something like this, and it is definitely a development in the correct direction. Because if you don't have communication skills, how could you be a marketer?
Exactly.
And I feel that I have actually had the opportunity of getting a very elite panel of judges who have not seen any of these speakers, which also is a very good criteria, because if you have heard them before, then you tend to have already a biased opinion,
preconceived notion.
Now they keep asking me, are they really good? They are not Toastmasters, but they are going to get the shock of their lives tomorrow, I can tell you, because they are really good. They have developed from nothing to everything, I would say. And the development has been done through workshops that they have done as well, which is a very good thing, because we are getting some people who just could not speak, or who were good at speaking at some stage or other, but didn't know how to present themselves. So they have now got the skill of delivery. And it's not drama that we are expecting. We want speech to come out. The speaker must speak in a manner which everybody can understand, and also in a manner where the message, that whatever you are trying to say, goes right through. to the audience.
And it's also interesting that you mentioned the key fact that these people have not really followed a Toastmasters course, or has not really got the same experience as a Toastmaster.
Okay.
Now I know for a fact that when judging Toastmaster competitions there are very strict rules and a set of regulations. Now do you follow the same regulations, or
oh yes, this is of international standard. Definitely we are following the international speech contest standard, which means if they do join Toastmasters and probably win at the next competition through Toastmasters, they could go right through from the country to the region to the district and to the world. And as you know, we have already had one person going into the world competition from Toastmasters from Sri Lanka, and so it's something that is open to everybody. And to see this young talent coming up, it's a beautiful scene, because you feel really good when you see them at the preliminaries and see them then again at the semi-finals and realize that they're so good. And the 10 judges whom we are having tomorrow are definitely going to get a shocker, because they've been asking me, are you, why are you getting us? I mean, they're right on the top of all the judging sections that we have had in Sri Lanka.
So you're expecting a very high class of speech of a speech contest. Definitely. Tomorrow, and this event, the Speech Idol, is happening tomorrow at Taj Samudra Upper Ballroom. And also I'd just like to mention, now we've spoken a lot about how communications and leadership is going to really harness the abilities of a marketeer. Now Thilan, if you'd just like to mention, what are the other qualities that a marketeer in general need to develop and have?
Well, there are quite a lot actually. Well, one thing is you have to be a creative person. As a marketer, you have to be creative, you have to be dynamic. What I believe is a marketer has to be passionate above everything else, because you got to be passionate about what you do. Especially if you're a person in branding, you got to be passionate about your brand and what you manage. So passion, commitment, dedication, dynamism, creativity, communication ability. These are some of the most important traits that a marketer should have if you want to really progress on in your careers.
So it's not just communication, but there's a lot of other things that go on to becoming a marketer. Now, Mr. Sanath, if you'd just like to talk a bit more about SLIM and its future plans. Now, obviously, this organization has really come to the forefront of Sri Lankan marketing, and it's a brand that's been known around the country most definitely by a lot of people. Now, moving on with SLIM, and what are your future plans in order to cater better to the marketeers of Sri Lanka?
Our core area is academic. Apart from that, excuse me, then we also have events and membership. Now, core, if you look at the academic side of SLIM, we have actually created an academic career path for our fledgling marketers. Now they can actually start from preliminary certificate in marketing, going right up to an MBA. And there are several other disciplines as well. You can do the preliminary certificate in marketing and then go on to do the postgraduate diploma in marketing and then the MBA. But there are other areas which branches off. For example, we have pharmaceutical marketing, we have brand management, and we have NDSM National Diploma in Sales Management. So we offer a wide array of products or the courses of study for this fraternity or the aspiring marketers to gain qualifications and knowledge. So that's one way that we actually sort of impart our knowledge to the aspiring marketers. What our future plans is, actually we have realized there's great potential in introducing our courses in other languages as well. For example, we just launched marketing in Sinhala, and the next would be marketing in Tamil, because there's great potential in North and East. So we will be very soon launching marketing in Sinhala. So that's one of the key things. And also one of the things which happened this year was we went regional in our brand excellence. Now, brand excellence is something that we recognize brands in the country who performed well during a particular year. and we just concluded the Brand Excellence Award ceremony, which is a great success. And we went regional in that, first time in the history of Sri Lankan marketing, and we had even regional brands participating at Brand Excellence. So we are expanding. We are expanding our horizons, not only in academic but also in other events and even in membership. Membership too is growing. I think I'll take the honor of announcing a new affiliation that is with the American Marketing Association, and first time once again the SLIM has signed up an MOU with the American Marketing Association to obtain their membership at a concession rate, and this is exclusively offered to SLIM members.
Right, so there we go, a bit about Speech Idol that's going to happen tomorrow, and also about SLIM. Now we'll be back with our discussion with these gentlemen and the ladies right after this commercial break. Keep watching Good Morning Sri Lanka.